decide to seek.
My band's been together now for 15 years, and all of the arranging that we do collaboratively. We choose a song that interests us, and then one person comes up with an idea, sort of germ, and then we all play with that idea, sometimes for years, quite literally, and other times we come up with an idea in a few minutes. We have an arrangement that we're happy with. But the trust in the band at this point is a pretty special thing, and I'm often asked in a variety of situations, who are the musicians that have influenced me the most? And there's no question that it's the members of my band that have influenced me the most. I listen to them play more than anyone else. I listen to their other projects, and the trust and inspiration that we have when we work together is a real gift.
That's the risk your dreams require.
I wasn't the kind of singer that would sing two notes and, blow people's minds. A lot of my heroes are singers like that. Aretha is like that. All she has to do is just get up and sing, and who really cares what else is going on? But for me, I needed something to inspire me and to create something. And one of the things that I often tell students that I work with is that there are two kinds of singers that I really admire. One are the kind that can take nothing and make something amazing out of it, and Aretha's like that. But then there are other singers that can take something really complicated and try to master it. And because of the sort of inspiration of my band, they pushed me in a lot of directions that were not my idea, and actually I even fought at times. But it caused me to grow as a musician in a way that I never could have pictured, and that was very different than any other singer. So now, really, when I'm on stage, I'm striving to become as one as possible with the band sound. It's not about me or my sound, it's about the band sound. And I think the whole band has gotten to the point where that's our aesthetic, that we have in our mind and in our heart what we're going for, and we want to serve that concept. That's kind of different, fairly radically, from how most singers, I think. And for me, it's the only way I can approach music now. One of the things about arranging in this band, and actually even the functioning of this band, is that you've got 5 individual voices, and you've got 5 people that have taken part in a gajillion projects. And this is a very important project to everybody. We're incorporated, we're partners, they travel with me, we do all the road work together. And so when we go about doing a Tierney Sutton band record, we really sit down and say, anything that's been done before is unacceptable. Anything that's been done by us before or by anyone else before. And that makes things a little tricky, you can imagine. It takes us a while to find our way with certain material. Sometimes we just find a song. On this album there's a song, Long Daddy Green, that's Dave Frischberg and Blossom Dearie. And it's one of the core songs of this record in my mind, because Dave Frischberg writes the most brilliant lyric about the desire to be famous and the desire to be rich. And I think it's just a slam dunk in terms of what I wanted to kind of say about this record, that there's this sort of gnawing desire for us to have something that we don't have when we have so much, when we're so fortunate. And when we presented that song, mostly I'm just singing the song and hoping that the audience can understand every word of that brilliant lyric. At the same time, it's a pretty long form, and we had to figure out a way to make it exciting and interesting, to integrate the band into that and still serve the lyrics. So it really depends what music we're serving. And what happened with that one is Christian came up with a very scary sounding little piece of improvisation in 7/4, and the entire band goes into a bashing session, a gradual bashing session in the middle of the song. I'm having nothing to do with it, and it's just kind of a statement about the emotional impact of those lyrics that I've just been singing and that I will sing after their little interlude. So I don't even know how we come up with it. Sometimes we'll just say, we need something here that makes us feel this way. And then one of them improvises something, or I improvise something, and then we go. But it's something to do that with musicians of that caliber. If you say to Christian Jacob, you know, we need a little interlude here, he comes up with the most brilliant thing in 7/4. And then we've got a drummer and 2 bass players that can play their butts off in 7/4. So it's, you know, there are very few limitations on the table. And the limitations on the table aren't even of key. They're not even the normal things that singers ask. This is a song I want to sing. This is the key I want to sing in it. No, 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 that's off the table. Very frequently, one of the band members will have an idea and it will necessitate me moving the key because the core of that idea may be more beautiful in this other key that I got to struggle with. So I think it's a really interesting thing to be in a process where you want to get to the end of the arrangement and everyone feel that they have done their very best work in that context.